Have you ever had a day where it felt like the universe was just trying to tell you something? Earlier this week, I woke up to an email one morning from one of the young men who I used to advise. The subject line for the email was, "Why not now?" In the email, he talks a little bit about this idea of how he is always hoping for the future and always looking ahead to the future and working for the future and planning for the future. And he asked this question, why not now? Why can't I enjoy these things now? Of course, I read it and I'm nodding my head along. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Then I click out of the email and I jump into my day. And then a little bit later, as I had to pull up YouTube, I see this video from The Office. Not one of the many funny clips that I've watched before, like this one.
Oh, fire! Oh my goodness! What's the procedure? What do we do, people? Oh, how did that happen? It's out in the hall. No, we don't know that. The smoke could be coming through an air duct. Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down! No, Michael, no! Touch the handle. If it's hot, there could be a fire in the hallway. What does warm mean?
No, this comes from the very end of the show, and it actually is one of my favorite lines from the entire series, and it comes from Andy Bernard.
I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
So at this point, my head is really nodding along, and I'm really starting to feel things. Got this email in the morning, now I've got this video that I just watched, jump back into my day. And then I wrap up my day with a call from a friend and mentor. And finally he asked me this question. He said, what would change if you knew this was your last year in Singapore? And in that moment, it was as if my body processed the question faster than my head processed the question. And I felt my entire body relax. And the answer that I gave was, I think I'd allow myself to enjoy things more. And just like that feeling when you put the last piece into the puzzle, all of the pieces seem to come together from that day. It shouldn't take closing up a chapter to be able to fully appreciate the stories as they unfold. These are the good old days. I know I'll love them someday when I'm feeling nostalgic. But the real question is, why not now? Okay, so why do we ask this question? What's the value in asking this? Earlier this week, I heard from a friend back home who said that one of his son's teammates on his soccer team just passed away in an unexpected traffic accident. Now, this isn't the first time that something like this has happened, and it won't be the last time. And you and I have each had unexpected deaths that have taken place in our lives. Those are the hardest. But even when we experience these things ourselves, we still forget this key concept taught by Marcus Aurelius generations ago. He said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. When we ask the question, why not now, we confront all of the excuses that we normally have for putting things off into the future. And instead, we force ourselves to do the things that are needed in this moment to make the most of this present moment. So many times we fool ourselves into thinking that we will start at the starting place, at the beginning. January 1st, the start of a school year, the start of a month, the start of a week, the start of a day. And the reality is you are guaranteed none of those. We keep telling ourselves we're waiting for the right time. But Epictetus says this, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Stop waiting and ask yourself, why not now?